Good morning, guys. I'm at the beach house today in Galveston, Texas. I want to take you through a stroll with me through the neighborhood, and then we'll go on the beach, maybe do a little running. Let's go. See you later, man.
Yeah, see you.
You can see it looks like it's trash day today. Aha, the SS Minnow. I knew they were lost, but I see where they are now. That is a cute touch, isn't it? I love these beach homes. Have some kind of a little bit of like a beach theme to them. Like that one has like a very beachy colors. I like these bright colors, especially at the beach. For some reason though, that red house over there, I'm not sure if it actually quite goes with the theme of a nautical theme, but you know what, I guess it does, right? Because if you see divers, they have the red and white stripes. Okay, take it back, I take it back. Now you guys see something very obvious here, right? Look at those stilts. All the homes are on stilts because that water, the Gulf of Mexico, will come out here when there's a storm, especially when there's a, not just any tropical storm, but I would say when there's a hurricane. You know, a beach isn't a beach till you have these foliage, that plants and stuff, trees that really is very tropical kind of looking. So you feel like you're at a beach. It's a pretty cool collection of trucks this guy has, huh? At his home. If you see, the roads are pretty narrow. That does surprise me sometimes. Look, every neighborhood here, no matter how expensive the house, the roads are kind of narrow. Looks like there might be a house coming here pretty soon. Very cool. And it's also cute that they have names for their homes. Like this one is called Mellow Yellow. Very, very nautical. Check it out. Pelicans. You know, many years ago, my dad, he bought a game room when video games were in arcades were really in Galveston, Texas. So we actually lived here for like a year back then too. I don't know how many, it was a long time ago. Made a lot of friends, but have kind of lost touch with him. It was kind of cool. It was like a video game room with a pool hall. And, you know, I was kind of nice to experience this life as well. We lived in a condo called, at that time, that was called Casa del Mar, right on the seawall. That was a good experience. This area is called like a Crystal Beach outside of Galveston Island, Texas. Hey, look, it's for sale. Good. All right, we're almost at the beach. You know, You know how they say, oh, it's a 5-minute beach from your home. It's like a 5-minute walk. This is literally a 5-minute walk. I've been walking like, I think 5 minutes and 23 seconds or something like that. And there's the beach right there. You'll see a lot of people have these electric cars, like these golf carts. They kind of zoom around. It looks kind of fun too, so you don't have to walk everywhere. But honestly, I prefer to just walk in this neighborhood. You get the full feel of it. This one's on sale too. Now, if you're wondering, homes that are right on the beach like that, they'll cost about 1.2, 1.3 million US dollars. So from that standard, it's really not that expensive. Like in South Florida, well, first of all, in like the main areas, you're not gonna find homes like this. They're just gonna have condos. And I was just looking at a condo there. Definitely cannot afford it. But on Miami Beach, a condo, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,100 square foot approximately. You want to take a guess how much it was? It was like almost $10 million, guys. So this is a freaking bargain right here. One thing I do like about this particular area is that you can actually drive on the beach here. You can see these tire tracks that goes all the way down. Hey, look, they're driving. But not just golf carts, but you can actually drive like trucks and just regular passenger cars. Yeah, you can. So guys, the Gulf of Mexico, guys. You can definitely find your way out to, you can go to Africa from here? Yeah, I think you can. Oh man, there's a lot of people here. I know why. Because it's Saturday. Okay, look. See all those cars that are parked on the beach. And anywhere you go, there's so many restrictions on the beach, right? But here, you can express your freedom and drive on the beach. When we first moved to South Florida, we were so intrigued by the beach. Every Wednesday was beach day. We would live like at that time, right now we live like about 10 miles from the beach. At that time we lived like 20. And we would always make that trek. We'd drive to the beach Wednesday morning. Then that once a week sadly became once every 2 weeks, and then once a month, and now, oh man, it's like the beach. I'm not sure if I want to go to the beach. Look at all those cars. Let's go walk on the beach for a little bit. This is a little bit unusual if you see that all these cars here park on the beach. And mostly when you go to a beach, at least in the US, you're not gonna see that. And some people even have their own little businesses here. There's this one guy who's renting out tiki huts. There's a truck going by. That guy's renting out tiki huts. Now you'll notice that I'm not in my swimwear. In fact, I'm wearing tennis shoes. Oh, what horror that I'm wearing tennis shoes when I'm at the beach. But the thing is that I was about to go running and I did not. And I might still do it, but I wanted to show you guys, like, walk by the beach and kind of get that, ambient sound of the beach, the waves. Now I want to show you something. It's going to be kind of hard to see, but it's going to be just up yonder. I'm going to start, see if I can point it. Right down there. You can actually see an oil rig all the way down. That looks like, gosh, I don't know. That could be like about 20-25 miles offshore. And you see a lot of helicopters going there to drop off the workers for the day and then pick them up again. Passenger cars, that's kind of cool. Most of these cars are like trucks and jeeps. You do get passenger cars. If I was driving a passenger car, I would be a little bit wary of it. And not get stuck in the sand. Something else you'll see is that if you lots of small seashells. If you're a shell collector, you can actually find some really nice seashells. Most of these are kind of small though. I'll show you. See how small these are right there? And some of them are like really nicely formed too. Look how many there are here. Look. Yeah, look at that. But I have found some really interesting looking seashells. This is kind of a nuisance because excuse me, the seaweeds kind of get thrown off by the waves. They get detached sometimes from actual, floor of the ocean, and I'm sure there are other ways seaweeds form that I don't know about. If you do, let me know. But these are white ones that kind of almost makes me hungry for like angel hair pasta, right? Maybe I'll have Italian for lunch today. Now, where I'm at, South Florida, when we go to the beach, there's this one beach I go to in North Hollywood Beach, where most of the locals go there. You have these very intrusive seaweeds that come aboard, and it's like a lot. So this is not too bad at all. There's little itty bitty seaweeds here that you see. If you're familiar with the Key Biscayne area, you'll know that it can get really bad there too, because there's a certain kind of moss that washes ashore, and they smell kind of like rotten eggs, kind of like sulfur, like has a sulfuric smell to it. Yeah, it's not that good, but it's part of the natural ecosystem. This is a little bit of a nicer seashell there. Homes. That's some good views right there, right? When we stay at a home like that, it's really nice because you can have a fire going and still hear the ocean at night. I want to show you again how interesting it is to see all kinds of vehicles on the beach. Like, look at this one. This is kind of cool. I think I kind of want one of those. Well, around Crystal Beach in Galveston Island, Texas. Just taking a stroll, taking you guys along with me. Some very beautiful homes here. Well, not beauty like in the sense of you would find it like in the Miami neighborhood or even in Los Angeles. But just beautiful the way it sets in this beach ecosystem. Right, it's like the way it's designed. The way things are designed sometimes, it's like there's no question that they belong somewhere. And there's no question that these homes belong beachfront. Again, you'll notice that I'm not wearing my slippers, flip-flops, or my Crocs when I'm walking on the beach, and I'm not in a beach attire, although I have my swimming trunks with me. My intention was to just kind of go out for a run. Usually when I come down here, it's very quiet, but today, there's a lot of cars here, a lot of activity, a lot of people having fun. And I just wanted to show you guys the whole effect of around Crystal Beach in Galveston, Texas, where you can actually drive out. So I'm glad you guys are with me. Looks like a storm's brewing. Might have to head back to the house soon. Excuse me. I want to show you this house that I don't know why I really like so much. I feel like it kind of belongs on a French beach. It kind of reminds me of like a pastry. I'll let you see it. It's kind of cute. That pink house over there. It's just quirky enough, just out of phase enough with the surrounding that it gives it that character, right? And isn't that kind of true of everything? If you have a business, you want to get it noticed, or you just want to get noticed to yourself, you can't be completely 100% normal. You have to be just enough out of phase with your natural surrounding. Let's go walk a little bit. You see those ships over there? Pretty cool, huh? Look, it's so hard to see. So far, but if you squint, you'll be able to see it. Those ships over there. And there's also land. It's a peninsula that it goes around. So you go, so you can see the land over there too. where we are at right now, you can't just drive here. You have to take a ferry. And most of the time it's real easy, like there was no wait yesterday, but sometimes though, we waited like hour and a half, because people who live here, who actually own homes, we kind of rent so here, but if you own a home, then you get a special placard that you can display, and you can show the ferry officials, and you get the right of way. So it all depends how many locals are traveling that day. So that's one thing here. You have to, and then you have to have enough, like we're here for the weekend, so we have enough, enough supplies, if you will, to last us. Interesting, right? You kind of notice how difficult it is to kind of walk on the sand. You have to really get used to it. Well, that's the beach right there, and the cars that you can drive here. I'll show you something interesting. Looks like someone lost his or her slippers, but it's been around here long enough that it's kind of building its own little ecosystem around it. You see? Everything gets reclaimed by the ocean, right? There's a show on TV that talks about, will show an area and then ask you what happens when human beings are no longer there. And and it's kind of interesting, it's novelty. It shows you what happens after 50 years, after 100 years, 1,000 years, whatever. But when you're here at the beach, right, you kind of understand that. How environment claims you back, it reclaims you. But that's good as far as novelty. But I was just thinking, you can use this in our daily lives, where we can think what happens after we're no longer here on this planet. How are we affecting several generations? I'm not going to say several hundred generations, but several generations beyond us. How are we leaving this planet? And the ocean is a good teacher. By the way, if you see a sea turtle, you're supposed to call an 800 number or a phone number so they can come and protect it. I don't think I've seen one, but just good to know. Kind of cool to see these tire tracks on the beach. They seem like pretty big trucks. And we know where they all are. Yonder. Are you guys able to just like come to the beach and hang out? You know, I thought I would always be that guy, just kind of chill. That's not so. When I come to the beach, like, you know, I'll say, okay, I'm just going to stare at the ocean for hours. Somehow that never happens. You know, it's like, I feel like, okay, after like a minute, I need to kind of get up and walk around, and I'm going to miss something if I don't. Wow. You know, my wife, she meditates a lot, and I have some friends who do as well. I think that's where you really need to do that. I think that's where that meditative calmness, chill, can be part of you then. I don't have that. I don't have that yet. Hey, look what I found by the beach. What do you think this is? So it's saying fines up to $2,000, stay off the dunes. So I'm thinking it's to protect the dunes. It also looks like they may lay it out at one point, like a fake grass kind of situation. That looks like something from like Saudi Arabia, Lawrence of Arabia. But it's not, it's Texas. If you guys know what this is, give me a comment, let me know. I'd like to know. Looks like it could become part of the ecosystem, but how is that preserving then when you're introducing something from outside? Interesting. Don't know enough about it to make a judgment. Oh, the beach again. Look, they're actually private businesses that can just show up, and isn't that great for capitalism? Also, hey, good for you, Texas, for allowing that. Let the people have their fun. As long as no one's being harmed. Don't make too many regulations. Keep people safe. There's a balance. Whoa. That bird came very close to my head. My bird. That was quick. Didn't even have a chance to know that bird. You know what just occurred to me, guys, that I've been walking for 52 minutes and kind of running also when I turn off the camera. I'm genuinely concerned as to which direction did I come. Did I come from that way? Or did I come from that way? Honestly, all these homes, they kind of look the same. And I know they're different, yeah, but they still appears to be the same. There was a dog that was chasing me down there. I want to see if I can find the dog. If that dog chases me again, I'm heading the right direction. Then I have to figure out where to turn in because again, all these lanes look the same. Some of these lanes don't even have like names, like, you know, 1st Street, 2nd Street. No, they do not. You know what, I'm just gonna enjoy the beach and take a look at those flags when we get closer and then just hope for the best. I'll let you know if I get home safely. Somebody's gonna help me, there are a lot of people here. I know it seems a little bit shaky, the footage, but that's because of this. It's kind of hard to walk on the sand. Now I should be bare feet, but I'm not. Like I said, I was running kind of too. So, okay, look at these. I like these flags. Flags bring out something in me, you know. Like, I think Texas flag is like so descriptive, right? That lone star that stood by themselves. But you know what? Let me tell you a quick story. Like, since I'm from Florida, I'll tell you this. That I think of Florida also as a lone star state because they were original. They're saying there were 13 colonies, right? That ratified. But actually, there were 14 colonies that were part of this. But guess what? The 14th colony was, guess right, Florida, and they did not participate in it. They kind of stood out. So that was the original 13 family of, you know, but colonies, and then Florida was not part of the original one. This is a beautiful site. The dunes, plants growing, and then of course the beautiful flags. And just to kind of top that off, a little gazebo where you can just rinse off. Tell you what, let's head on back before that storm reaches us. It's summer, it's humid, so you're gonna have convectivity. May just have a thunderstorm just for a little bit, but when I get out of here, the problem is I'm still kind of lost. I'm kind of looking for which lane I came through. I can't seem to figure it out. I have the address in one of the emails. I'm gonna have to. I haven't memorized the address yet. How stupid is that, right? So I'm just gonna keep walking a little bit. If not, I'm just gonna call one of my friends to come get me, and I will be laughed at for the rest of the week. I think, man, see the gazebo, that's the same one they had back there. So it's like, you can't even like, everything looks so so same. Right? Look. Like the last hour or so I've been filming, or longer. All right, I'm just gonna keep walking and I'm gonna find, if I find it, I'll let you guys know. So you don't worry. That kid looks like me when I was a kid. I want to end with this. That peaceful beach setting might have a stormy ending, an impending storm right around the corner. You know it's coming, but knowing that it's coming, you also prepared for it, right? And you'll be ready. I think I finally found my way back home. I remember this tarp-like thingy and that bluish-looking house. I just hope there are not too many tarp thingies and bluish homes here. Yeah, I think I got it. Yeah, I'll be home soon. Take care, guys. Enjoy the beach.